destroyed the Jaguars this morning.
Oh yeah.
So my
Oh yeah,
dad,
your dad was there for that game, wasn't he?
yep, it was raining that whole time. I guess he should be heading home. I don't know if he's home or not. Yeah, he probably won't be home yet.
Probably not.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess the game was over. The game was over like at 11
It
this
was
morning.
early. It was early. Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know how
It
long it
depends on how
takes.
quickly they.
I have no idea how long it takes to get home from London. Do, 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 do.
I didn't know there was like a. Oh, there was a potluck happening in my neighborhood today. I didn't even know about it, but it got canceled. It got canceled the next week because of the rain.
You'll be out of town, dude.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I can't make it.
Whatever, dude. You
So we
got
have this we have this park that's like right central of our neighborhood. So like it's kind of like the hub of like Magic Kingdom, and there's like little gravel walkways that like different sectors can like connect to it. So they like to do events in there, you know.
fireworks,
Yeah, yeah, fireworks.
parades.
So, sometimes they'll have like they've had like bands play in there and stuff. It's kind of cool. Scott loves a good potluck. Oh yeah.
You, man, I love potlucks. Just bring the chili and cinnamon rolls.
Me and Jason were talking about that, like, because like I like tailgating, right? I like football tailgates, but in a way, it's kind of like a potluck.
100%, it's a potluck.
Like, maybe I'll eat like a hot dog off the grill. Like if I see like someone like put it on, you know, and all that. But like I won't eat the sides at the
You
tailgate.
just dive in and just enjoy. Yeah, how about that, Jennifer Miz? Oh man, that game took 10 years off my life last night, but it was a beautiful thing.
Dude, Mohawk's like, I saw Mohawk just post that photo in the Discord, like waiting for the table, and then he says, "Waiting for my table." Then boom, table's ready. Enjoy that bread service.
Oh, I've had so much bread in the last 24 hours. I don't think I could do the bread service right now.
Had a lot of bread lately.
I've been eating bread.
That was the pre-show conversation.
It is.
Well, you're in my pre-show.
Yeah, seriously, my body is 17% bread at this point. Like I guarantee you, I'm 70% sourdough at this point, but it's so good.
Oh my God, we're back on HGTV again. Was it the UFO house?
I was just listening to a podcast about UFO houses.
When Liz got hit, from our second accident in like 10 days, that was right by the UFO house, actually.
I thought you were going to say it was by a UFO.
No.
That'd be bad. All right,
that'd be really bad for Liz because she like hates like all the alien theories and stuff. So that'd be really bad for her.
Double whammy! You got hit by a UFO.
So what was? I'm curious what was on for Lansing for HGTV.
I think we're good. Let's see here. What's up, Jason? We got Jason.
We always have two Jasons on the Sundays.
We got Jason in Michigan, Jason in Florida.
And I know them both. I've met them both multiple times. So it's kind of funny.
Nikki. Never eat the sides. She's on team Scott.
Abandoned school that's turned into a house. I wonder if it was like the Walter French school.
You just don't know what you're missing if you don't eat the sides. Man, you gotta live life.
I mean, I love sides. Yeah, sides are great. Like homecoming,
grandmas are so good at making sides. You gotta live a little.
Yeah, in your own private home. Yes,
no, because the grandma across the street could be the best cook. You never know. Like it could take you out, but you just never know. Hey, Billy's over.
Well, I'd have to interview grandma then across the street and get to inspect the home and everything and.
Oh, Trish is here. There you go. And Lorelai. What's up, Lorelai?
Oh, we got them both. All right. I think I will see them both in a few days.
Yes, we're going to talk about Wine and Dine. So let's get the show rolling. Let's see. Oh, I got to mute my phone. Again, don't think my dad will call this time, but you never.
Are you going to go to Nashville?
Dude, I don't know. So Mallory leaves. She's spending the night with her friend tonight because they fly out at 6 a.m. for their senior trip.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying, like, Mallory would love to go to this. You always talk about her wanting to go to
Nashville. Coming back. She's coming. Well, see, they have practice next weekend because of state. So I don't think if we go to Nashville, Mallory can't go because they're practicing.
That'd be the whole point is for her to go. I feel like, yeah.
Because the thing is, like, our last football game is Friday night, but it's in Columbia. We play against a football team in Columbia, which is like 2 hours away.
Yeah,
and so. They're not even taking the cheerleaders to Columbia for the last football game because we want to practice so much on Saturday morning because we're like trying to win the state championship because she's like doing a long practice Saturday morning. So if we go,
you can really excuse her to go to Nashville then.
No, but I'm not saying that I won't go.
Then you're not excused.
I guess game day is going to be there.
I'll say like, and then just come down to Florida right afterwards and say hi to me in Orlando.
Yeah, but yeah, we're driving. But yeah, I probably won't because it's too much. But man,
that's crazy though. That's crazy. Like, and both of the losses are to Alabama right now.
Yep,
I think,
both
right?
off Alabama. We only lost by 3, so
So you're better.
who would have thought? I know associated property or whatever. But I mean, who'd have thought
Vanderbilt, Mizzou, right? Like marquee matchup.
Craziness. All right,
college football playoff implications on the line.
I see they say that. That's bull. It's too early, dude. We still got to play A&M.
Have they said that? That was just Scotty G saying that. I feel that.
No. They've been saying they said that all last night 100 times. Dude, we got to play A&M. We got to play Arkansas, which almost took out A&M last night. Dude, they're undefeated. There's a lot of football left. Like, slow your roll, dude.
Yeah, that's a good trap game for you guys, though. I know we're about to go live, and I mean we are live. Let's start the show, but like, they just came off the LSU game, so I feel like you're in a better spot because they're going to be like, it's the perfect trap game for them.
Oh, 100%. I love where we are because everybody's going to be telling them how great they are, right? And everybody's kind of dogging on us because we didn't look that great. Like, we escaped, basically. I mean, it's hard to win down there. Like, I did not want to play that game because I hate Jordan Air at night. Like, it's so hard to win there at night. And I just so glad we got a W. But I love what happened. Like, they won. Everybody's going to be telling them how great they are for the whole week. Everybody's going to be telling us we were like, looked like crap. So
yeah, that's the ideal position for you.
Yes, 100%. This is where I want to be. This is the coach in me, and like, this is what we need. Yes, much better this way. We're going to go down there and teach Diego a lesson. Let's go. All right, we got to start.
He's a good quarterback, though.
Oh, he's a stud. Pam keeps saying, we were watching the LSU Vandy game yesterday together, and like Pam's like, dude, we're not gonna beat this team. I'm like, somebody's gonna beat this team. I'm like, somebody will. Like, they're not gonna go undefeated, and it could be us. Like, somebody's gonna jump up and bite them. And I mean, why not us?
I just love seeing Vanderbilt do awesome because I toured their campus, so it was one of the schools we went to, so I just kind of cool.
I don't mind either because they're like,
they're small, like a bunch of smart kids go there,
Same. I mean, I like them, but dude, not this week,
I know, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, the underdog.
We should probably do a Disney show, I guess. People are probably here to hear Disney talk.
Exactly. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the button?
We're gonna lose our audience already.
I know we are. Oh God, that's what happens.
There's still people here. I just saw the number increase too.
I know they're still here. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP Open Line for Sunday night, October 19th, 2025. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Sunday night to y'all. Hope you're having a great weekend. And, happy Thursday if you're checking out the replay. We're going to have a good time over the next hour, taking your calls at 407-584-7173. That's 584-7173 down in the 407 area code. We're going to be talking Disney. A little sports in the pre-show if you were hanging out with us, but we are here to talk Disney. We're going to talk a little Wine and Dine race weekend as... if you're checking this out on the replay, it's almost Expo time for all those folks checking in down there at Walt Disney World. 2025-26 Run Disney season kicking off this weekend. So we're going to have a good time. Scotty G, the co-host of the show, joining us, and he'll be there. He is getting there, well, I guess Thursday. So Scotty G, what's going on?
Happy Sunday, Mike. Yeah, I'm getting there around the time that this show drops, and for the replay. But yeah, happy to be there. You just freaked me out though. You just said Expo. And so a little bit about me, right? Like I do the Run Disney races. I enjoy doing them. They're pretty fun. I do not like running. Like, running is not my jam. I take it as a opportunity to have a extra Disney trip, and I think you used to do that all the time, right? Like,
that's how I got into Run Disney. I was like, dude, if I could, because it was marathon weekend, is how I got into this. And I'm like, dude, if I can go to Walt Disney World in January, get out of Missouri in January for a weekend, like, dude, I'll suffer for 13 miles to get 3 days at Florida. Like, that was
this is going to be really cheesy. I'm not trying to be all like cheesy on you right now, but my reason for it was so I could see you more because you would do the races, and like that was the only time I could like hang out with you. Really, it was when we went to Florida. I was like, hey, this is more time to hang out with my bro. So I'm gonna do these marathons, I guess.
You're killing me because now we're doing like opposite race weekends. Like
I know, and now we're not in sync.
Pam and I were talking about this actually just last night over dinner. Like, she's like, "What are you guys doing?" Like, Scott's doing the wine and dine, and she's like, "He's doing." She's like, "What? Why is he doing wine and dine? Why are you doing Disneyland and marathon weekend? And you guys are not hooking up?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know." I'm like, one, because of football, like in Mallory's obligations this year. I was like, maybe we'll get this in sync like soon. I'm like, because
eventually I think we'll get it in sync again.
Because we have not spent enough time together over the last 2 or 3 years. Like, my Google Photos for 5 years is just us constantly together.
I know. We send those photos all the time, and that was part of it, right? Like we'd sync up our vacations. I was like, I'll do these Run Disney events, even though I hate running, but Mike likes doing it, so I get to hang out with him and like all these other great friends we have, and which is kind of why I'm doing this weekend. Like I stopped doing it for a little while because while they're fun, yes, they're fun, but like you said, the expo, and I just got like, oh, I got panic. I do not like going to the race expo. I'm not one of those people that
with you.
And it's great that people love going to the expo and they're like cheery. They hang out there for 6-7 hours all day. Like that is not me. Like I just want to get in there. I don't even want to look at anyone, man. I just want to like get in there and go.
Well, you've always advocated for the special delivery to the resorts, dude. Put $50 down, put it up at the check-in desk or in my room. I don't care. Like, as long as I don't have to go over to Wide World of Sports, I'll pay extra.
Yeah. And I would love if I could just go on Saturday, even when it's like less, or Friday when it's like less busy. But I'm gonna have to go on Thursday because I'm doing the 5K, so that's always the busiest day. And it's just like, man, I want to have fun at Epcot that day. So now it's just like it's a middle of the day killer in a way, right? So now I got to like figure out how I'm gonna get there. Like, do I go at 2 or 3 when I'm already like deep into Epcot? Do I go right as I land, and just go straight there? So anyway, there's a lot of logistics right to a Run Disney, but all in the end, I know I sound like I'm complaining. I have a lot of positivity for it. That was my stock up the other day. Like I am stock up on Run Disney. I still love it. And I'm really excited to be back. But most importantly, I'm just excited to see all the friends I haven't seen in a long time. It is really like a reunion when you think about these Run Disney events, and I'm super excited for that.
Well, look at this. There's a reason to go to the expo. Kim Taylor's going to work the expo all day Thursday, 9 to 7:15, and she'll be back at 4:00 in the morning. So look at that. Wow. That's dedication.
Dedication. I know.
With a capital D right there. Yeah. So I will say though, the tipping point for me on the expo thing was like when you had to get in the virtual queue for the Run Disney merch. Like that was something that started around COVID. And that was that thing where like you had to all of a sudden like babysit the app, and you would have, like that first day when you would go. So you might like that day go to the studios, but then you'd be like, okay, whoa, I'm group 136. And you'd be like, okay, now I got to try to play this game where, I think I might be up in 2.5 hours, so I can do a couple things and then have to start making my way over. Like we've done this long enough where we would just rope drop the expo, stand in a long line, I mean, sometimes we'd be over there a couple hours, but at least you knew you had control. You could just like get in a long line, buy what you wanted, get in, get out, boom, bing, bam, done. Now, I hate that virtual queue. That just,
yeah. I mean, I understood it, but I am glad that that's gone too, because sometimes you're like, well, I'm here. And then we saw people just sleeping in the grass, just like waiting because they didn't want to leave and have to like come back for the virtual queue. So they would just like hang out on the grass. It was weird. It was weird, Mike. wasn't a fan of that.
So what are you looking forward to this weekend? You're going to be down there. A lot of friends are going to be down. Again, sorry, I'm going to miss you, but we have high school football playoffs starting here, so I didn't want to commit to it. But next year, Mallory will be at Mizzou and things will be different. So, like, what you're staying where?
I'm staying at Coronado, which is like, nice. It's our place, right? It's our jam. Which I just heard though from you that Coronado or Pop seems to be like your Run Disney, Walt Disney World resort of choice, but you're going to be at Caribbean Beach for Marathon Weekend. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm in a quandary though. I'm going to have, and I was going to bring this up to you. Okay, so I'm a Caribbean Beach. I waited too long.
Coronado. Well, I figured that was the problem. Yeah.
Because I don't ever book my own trips because I book everybody else's all day, so I never worry about mine. And I'm like, I should probably book a room here mid-October for Marathon Weekend. And Coronado wasn't because I'm going for Dopey, right? So I got to go Wednesday to Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't there. but Caribbean Beach was, and I'm good, you know. And like I'd like to switch it up. Like I really don't care where I stay, to be honest. Like I've stayed everywhere, and I'm solo, so it doesn't really matter to me. Like I love Coronado though, like honestly. But Caribbean Beach is fine. Like get Skyliner, you get to go to Primo Piatto right there at the Riv. There's a lot of pluses. I like, you know, if I go swimming, it's got a cool pool. You can, you know, cool stuff. But I was sneaking around there, and there was a room for $300 cheaper for the same amount of nights at French Quarter, and I was tempted to pull the trigger.
Yes, I always say that's where you need to stay on the Sassagoula.
I've been like, dude, I can't decide, dude, because I have to give up the Skyliner. But dude,
Sassagoula is where you want to be for a Run Disney race.
That's what I'm saying, dude, because I've done it. French Quarter is a sweet race weekend resort. So I don't know.
Perfect. That's where I was for Princess, I think, a couple of years ago. I think. No, I did a marathon weekend at French Quarter,
and it's a good place to be for a race weekend, man. It is a great place to be.
It's the best. It's not even a question for me. I'm switching.
I think I might too. I know I haven't done it yet, but it was there, and I'm like, dude, $300 cheaper, and French Quarter, and beignets.
I mean, you know, my traditional race medal photo is always with the beignets. So, you could live that legacy on, you know. But so I'm staying at Coronado for Wine and Dine, and I originally had DVC, you know, Old Key West studio room. Emily was going to come. I'm so bad, Mike. So like when I planned this, like she would have still been a senior in high school, and good old dad, you know, that I am like, okay, yeah. Well, that's going to be her 18th birthday. You know, we can pull her out of school for a little bit and she can come down for the weekend. Yeah. Pull her out of school. Yeah. She's going to be in college. I wasn't really thinking that she was going to be I mean, at that time we didn't know what college she was going to be at either, but it's just like, yeah, like it's hard. It's really hard to do that in college. You just can't like have her come down.
We're all still trying to figure this like thing out. You know, we still picture our girls as being like,
yeah. So when I booked this, and like now I'm missing her 18th birthday. Go me. That's kind of funny. But we're gonna see her. We're gonna see her like a couple nights before we fly out. We'll see her when we get home, and yeah, it's gonna be good. We'll talk to her over her birthday. Who knows if we wouldn't even saw her anyway, right? She would want to hang out with her friends. But anyway, when we knew she wasn't
Mallory, yeah, I'd stay home for race weekend, and then she'd be out with her friends. Yeah, 100%. Right. You're doing the right thing.
So when we knew that Emily wasn't coming, I was like, well, we could save some points. And, you know, we had some friends that are staying at Coronado. The Bears are staying there. The Binnings, unfortunately, are not because Jody took an injury, unfortunately, over her 50th birthday for that trail run. So they're not coming. They were like, yeah, let's go to Coronado. And they had a king bed. And I've never stayed at a king bed at Coronado. Have you ever stayed in one of these rooms?
Dude, so we don't even have a king bed at our house. Like we have I don't even know if it's queen, dude. It's not big. Our bed is old and small. And so when I get a king bed at Disney by myself, I swear it feels like the size of the room. Like I sleep diagonal because I'm tall, right? Because my legs hang off our bed at the house. Yeah. So when I'm on a king bed at Disney, I feel like a king, dude. It is enormous. Like I roll around on this. I mean, because it's weird, you know, like when I'm there by myself for like a dopey weekend. I love it. Yeah.
So I've only done it. We did it over a race weekend, a marathon weekend at Riverside one year. There we go with Sassagoula. That's where I love to stay, marathon weekend. And so I don't know if it was just that room in particular, but the layout just felt weird, right? Like you just had like this one king bed. It felt like there was like some dead space in the room and things like that. So I feel like this is how it's going to be similar at the room in Coronado, but I'm very curious to see what it's going to look like. And I don't know do you know if all the buildings have like a king offering or if it's certain buildings? Like I'm very curious what's going to be.
Typically in the moderates, what they do is they put the kings on the corners.
That's what the one in the Riverside was on the corner. Yeah.
Moderates, most of the kings are in the corners. They'll have the two windows. Like
that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where you'll see the king room.
So yeah, very curious to see what that is. So you've had them. Yeah, they're unique. I feel like
they are. I mean, there is a little bit of a dead space. It's just a different layout. I think it's just because we're so used to seeing the two queen rooms.
What's funny, sometimes on race weekends, I like to have two beds, even if it's just me and Liz, so that because I feel bad, like because I'm waking up so early in the morning, like I don't want to I just want to have like a nice sleep where I'm not like bumping into her in the night, you know, because I'm like tossing and turning. But that's not going to happen because I only have the one option. We only got the one bed here, so we're just going to have to roll with that.
What I do, you know, because typically there's more two queens than anything else. I just book whatever's cheapest, you know, the standard, and get the two queens. But I put my I sleep on the one queen, and I used to put my suitcase on the second queen, and everything out there.
And you lose that. Yeah, you lose that when you got your king.
Yeah, it's whatever. But that is the advantage. Like if you're solo or just a couple, you have every room optional, to book, and that gives you more options. Yeah. Well, let me open up the phone line, so we're not lying that we're doing an open line. So if you want to give us a call, 407.
It took me 20 minutes just to explain what room I was staying in. So yeah,
I mean, we're having fun here. If you want to jump in and tell us, hey, what's your room type, or we're just hanging out tonight. We're having a good time. We could talk. One of the topics I was going to bring up is like those places that have opened up around Walt Disney World that we just never think of anymore. Like I was thinking today, I was thinking about like Halloween. When's the last time you heard anybody mention Abracadabra?
Hello, I love that place.
When's the last time you heard anybody even mention it?
I mean, I was just there
forever. Oh, hang on. What?
I was just there this summer. My last trip, I was there.
Were you?
Yeah. Well, we stayed at the boardwalk.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, we think we have a call. Hello, caller.
Hi, Mike. It's Trisha and Lorelai.
Hey,
Hi,
Trisha.
Daddy.
Hey, Trisha,
and Lorelai.
How's Wisconsin? You guys still in Wisconsin, right? You've not made your way to Florida yet.
No, we have 2 days of work and school first.
Well, got to have fun. You got to work before you have the fun.
Yeah.
Nice. So what is going on with you guys?
Well, we are staying at Riverside.
Nice. What made you pick? Well, let me ask you, because now we're into this debate. What made you pick Riverside? I picked what I picked because I waited too long. No, I love what I picked, but I mean that. What would you pick? Caribbean Beach or French Quarter for $300 less?
Well, I like both. We've stayed at both. Lorelai, do you like Caribbean Beach or French Quarter better?
Which one? I don't know.
Caribbean Beach is the one with the hammocks and the island in the middle.
That one.
She likes Caribbean Beach.
Good call. This is going to be like our question shows. I'm not getting any help. It's going to go both ways.
Well, you have to understand how important the Skyliner is to her. For her birthday, we're going down to Disney again, and I told her she could stay anywhere, and she picked Pop Century.
Hey, that's still one of my favorite resorts. I love that place. That's a great call. I love that place.
But we're staying at Riverside because we got to use the pool when we were at French Quarter, and we actually liked it better than the French Quarter pool. And she's bringing a friend, so as a fifth sleeper, so everybody can get their own sleeping space. And the most important part, this Friday at 4:00 at the Scat Cat Lounge, we're having a meetup for beignets.
Yes, yes.
I was going to bring that up at the end, but I'm glad you came in and swooped that up. That's awesome.
So, did you want to say what you're most looking forward to on this trip, Lorelai?
Everything.
Everything.
I like the costumes. I want to.
Oh, that's right.
Halloween party.
Yeah. So we're actually showing up to the race expo dressed for our Halloween party.
See,
so if you're
efficient.
there and you see a giant acorn walking around, that will be me.
Trisha, yay.
Okay, so I mean, there probably won't be many acorns walking around the expo, so that people will be able to tell where you are. That's so is that from? See, again, I don't watch much TV movies. Is that what's that from?
Well, I'm more of an accessory because Lorelai and her friend are going as Chip and Dale.
Okay, Chip and Dale. I'm like, what am I missing here? An acorn. Okay,
those two.
Okay, I get that. I do know Chip and Dale, and there you go. An acorn. You're playing the part. I like it. Nice. So now, how into Disney's the friend? Like, is the friend a big Disney? Like, have they been before? Or like, how we're doing here?
She goes to California. So Disney World a lot.
Disneyland.
I don't know.
There's
too many.
I have failed as a parent.
It's all good. It's all good. We're not grading you. It's fine.
There's Florida. There's California. There's too many.
No, there's not enough.
There's 4. That's too many. Well, anyway, so she's been to California a lot more than she has been to Florida, and so it'll be exciting for her, I think.
Yeah.
To actually be there. Because she's only been there once, I think.
Okay.
She said.
I'll tell you this.
So it'll be a lot of new.
Well, I'll tell Lorelai this. Paige is 28. And she still talks about the time she took her friend Molly to Walt Disney World when they were like 9. They still talk about that trip. So it's awesome. You're going to have a good time.
I think we will. We've got some good stuff planned.
Yeah, it's the best when you get to bring him. I mean, we were just talking about this top of the show. I have my best trips when I bring my bud Scotty G on my trips. We sometimes get into trouble and ride rides and eat fun foods and have fun. And so that's you get to go down there and be a kid and have fun. That's what you guys will do the same.
So Laura, I assume you're not running the 5K if you're doing the Halloween party. You're doing the 10K only. Is my understanding? Is that right?
I'm only running the 10K.
Okay.
She's hanging back. She's not a runner. She's a swimmer.
Yes.
Oh,
If
gotcha.
I run, I will die.
You could run. If you're a swimmer, you're a better athlete than us runners. I can tell you that. Swimmers are crazy. Swimmers are crazy athletes. Swimmers are crazy athletes. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Well, she is crazy and an athlete, so that's accurate.
I thought she was gonna join Mom for the race though, but okay, that's fair. I understand.
One of these days, I'll get her into a 5K.
There you go.
No.
You'd rather be poolside.
Yeah.
She's obviously the smartest one of all of us. I mean, if she wants to be poolside, she's the smartest one of anybody on this call.
Absolutely.
Well, good luck to all the runners out there. We just wanted to call in because we're super excited. It's been a while since we've taken a girls' trip to Disney World, and we're really looking forward to it.
Wish I could be there. Have a beignet for me. Tell everybody I said hello. It's going to be on October 24th at French Quarter at 4:00. Be there and enjoy the beignets and make sure to not inhale when you when you go to eat that beignet. You'll choke.
Breathe through the nose first.
Beware the powdered sugar. All right. See you, Trisha. Thanks for all you do.
We'll see you soon, Trisha.
We appreciate you.
Bye, guys.
All right. See you, Lorelai. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, they're gonna have fun. All right.
We're like on the same schedule, like, because my last Walt Disney World trip, they were there too. For the cruise, and then we did the Splitsville meetup.
Oh, that's right. We've got right here. Terry says, "Oh, we got another call coming in. I love when calls come in. Let me get this. Just got to hit 3 different buttons now with this new system, but we got it. And we have our next call. Hey, who's joining us?
Hey, it's Charles from Baton Rouge.
Hey, Charles. Sorry about your Tigers yesterday, but
yeah,
we won't talk. We won't talk football. We'll take care of those Commodores for you this Saturday.
I hope so. I was actually rooting for y'all against Alabama. That was a close one.
So was I. I was 17 rows back and broken heart because I like Alabama every day except that one. But man, that Ty Simpson, he throws some darts. So what are you gonna do anyway? So what's going on? There's nothing you can do about that. What? Let's talk some Disney before we get everybody else mad at us. What's going on?
I just wanted to call in. I had asked y'all probably about a month or two ago. I was the one that asked where to post up for the WDW parade.
Yes.
And I just wanted to say where y'all told me to go was absolutely perfect. We went about 3 weeks ago, and we ended up posting up right across from Diamond Horseshoe, and it was the absolute perfect spot to be.
Scotty G knows. I mean, he's just gifted when it comes to posting up at the Magic Kingdom.
I mean, you too, Mike. I mean, that is the spot. That is the spot, and I'm glad Charles agrees with that. Which parade did you see? Was it the first or the second one?
It was the first one, and we kind of got there what we thought was early enough, but there was already a lot of people kind of lined up, and then we ended up finding that ice cream little cart right across from Diamond Horseshoe, and there was oddly enough, a biker gang of scooters. It was kind of weird. Like they had like leather jackets on and like do-rags and stuff.
Shut up, bro.
But they were all riding scooters. And so we kind of walked up next to them.
It might have been their costume.
I wonder what. Well, I don't think it was. I think that was just they're living that lifestyle. They're all in. And I was like, man, hopefully these people are nice enough to let us in. And they were absolutely like so nice. They're like, oh, hey, we have a spot right here. Y'all can get in. You can put your kid right here on this ice cream cart. So they were amazing. They let us kind of squeeze in. It was a perfect spot because the Mad Hatter came by during the parade, and he kind of looked at us and looked at my daughter, and he was like, "Are you working at this cart? Go make me some ice cream. I need it now." And then he just kind of ran away. So it was a really perfect parade for us.
So Kim Taylor, who is an awesome PhotoPass photographer down at Walt Disney World, and she is very good friends with a lot of the folks that you might have mentioned, characters around property, and watching by the DVC booth is the prime spot. So you were in the spot. She says the music links up perfectly with the performance. So
yeah,
yes, you were in the good spot there. I love to hear that. So what else happened during the trip? What were some other highlights?
So we stayed at the Riviera for the first time. It was a really cool place to stay. We normally stay at either like Pop or Art, and it was definitely a different experience. Definitely not as much in your face Disney, but still really cool. Cool spot to stay right there on the Skyliner. What else? Oh, we did. It's not a trip for us unless we do Hoop-de-Doo. We have to do Hoop-de-Doo every single time.
I gotta get back there. Maybe in January I'll have to go there because Scott's been talking it up. Jason's been talking it up. You just brought it up. I mean, the food's good,
Yeah.
and that's just it's just one of those things. There's fewer and fewer of those classic Disney, like just classic experiences left, and that is one of those. You go over, you got the campground, and you just got that old fashioned just homey show. I love that.
Yeah, we loved it, and we got there like an hour and a half early. And my daughter was able to play on those big play sets they have out there. We kind of walked around the property a little bit, and we kind of made a decision that was going to be the next place that we stayed, just because it looks so awesome. We've never stayed there before.
It's a good call.
Other than that, yeah, we did Ohana. We always do Ohana. And we did. I was looking forward to Epcot for food and wine. I had a lot of food I was ready to go get, but we ended up going on a Saturday to Epcot, and it was just packed. Like you had to wait at least an hour at every little kiosk to go get one of the food and wine little treats there. But I mean, it was still a really, really good day at the end of the day, though.
Yeah, I've heard lately, man. The weekends, because I think it's the fall. Like it's just that time of the year. Like the fall at Epcot on the weekends is just. Yeah, that's why I quit doing. That's one of the reasons I quit doing. Why, besides like football and like Mallory got into like the sports and stuff, and the weekends, all the good football games and stuff. But my last couple of Wine and Dine race weekends when I was down there, man, like you just like it was so jammed up in Epcot, like it was just you couldn't even walk in there. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was pretty packed, but we made a pretty good day out of it. But what was interesting is our Magic Kingdom day. We decided to go to Magic Kingdom on the party day that we were going to the party that night. And so we went there that morning and rope dropped, and it was like nobody was in the park. It was like we were the only people there. And so we got pretty much everything we wanted to do done, and then went home went back to the resort, let our daughter take a nap, and then just went back for the party. And at that point we didn't really have any rides left we needed to do. So we were really able to enjoy the party. The dance party at, was it Cosmic Rays?
Mm-hmm.
My daughter loved that because Max was there at first, or Powerline was there at first, and then there was like a DJ there. We stayed there for probably almost an hour, just like doing the dance party. It was awesome.
And Scott, I mean, I think you agree with me on that. I think that is the way to do the Halloween party, right? Is to hope if you have the built into your schedule, do the Magic Kingdom, the rides on a different day, try to get that, scratch that itch then. And then, for the Halloween party, that's when you do everything else. Like you said, the dance parties are awesome. The trick-or-treating, post up for, get a good time for the parade, the fireworks. Just, don't worry about riding rides. If you come across something, 10-minute wait, do it. I mean, Scott, do you agree? That's kind of how we used to do it.
Yeah, just stick to like the party exclusive items during the party hours, and then just do all the other stuff that you can do any time of day, right? Through other part times. But Charles, like, so you're at the Riviera, like, were there any highlights about the resort? So I know you said, like, I think you said pop and art animation. So that's like a big change, right, from that to the Riviera. So what were some standouts to you with the Riviera resort?
So one thing we noticed is the bus, when you get dropped off on the bus, you're like 100 yards away from your room, which is pretty crazy because every other resort I've stayed at, once you get dropped off on the bus, you still got kind of a trek back to the rooms, and it was just like right there. And then all the food we had there at Bar Riva and Was it Primo Piata? All the food we ate there was really good. We pretty much got breakfast there every morning. That's definitely the best food I've had at a Disney resort so far, consistently.
It's great
everything
breakfast.
I got there was really good.
See now you have me swinging right back to staying at Caribbean Beach. Now that you said that, because now I'm thinking, because I can just walk right over to Primo Piata. Yeah, because that croque madame. Did you have one of those? That croque madame thing with
Yeah.
the?
Yes, we had croque madame.
I
and
think-
I got the tomato basil soup with it, and I was dipping it in there. It was delicious.
Oh, that's so good. I think they brought back their silverware too. If you dine in, do you know, Charles, if they had like the real silverware?
I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Which is like an unusual thing for like a counter service restaurant. Like that's how it was when they first launched, and then right when the Riviera opened, then like the pandemic happened, like just a couple months after. So then it went to like they would always, even when it was reopened, they would like give you your meal like in a box, which like always still kind of bugged me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm dining here, why is it in a cardboard box? And then the last time I went there was over Thanksgiving last year. They actually brought it out like on a nice plate, and they had the actual silverware. I'm like, oh man, this is a sign that was one of my signs. Like, it's coming back. Like, this is a really good thing.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it was really nice to be able to go to all the spots there, because we ate breakfast at Topolino's too, and that was really good. Also, another thing we noticed is that the line for the Skyliner was a lot shorter than staying at either Pop or Art. I don't know how it normally is from the Caribbean Beach side. Well, I guess it's kind of the same for them, but we did notice that. Normally we have to kind of line up pretty early at Pop or Art for the Skyliner, and there always seemed to be a short line here.
Well, let me ask you about that, because I've never caught it like consistently from the Riviera. Is it a challenge, like waiting for an open bucket coming through the Riv, or do they frequently like leave one empty so that you guys don't have like any kind of a wait there? Like, how was that?
No, we never really waited for one. It was always, we pretty much just walked up and got on one. It was a really smooth process. That's actually good.
I mean, because it's a DVC resort, it's a deluxe resort. They should intentionally like leave every seventh bucket. At least at park open.
I feel like it used to not be like that. So this that's a good sign to me, Charles, if that's happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was a really easy process. And then my mother-in-law was with us too, and it was her first time in probably 25 years. So she had never seen a lot of that. She was amazed by the Skyliner, and then I got her on some rides by kind of tricking her and telling her, oh, this is an easy ride. I got her on Cosmic Rewind, and she was mad at me the rest of the day for it, but I think she actually secretly liked it.
That's a good son-in-law right there. That's good stuff. That'll make a fun Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
You're not getting a present.
I'm having to get used to. I've always been like a rope drop to dark person, and go, and now with our daughter, she's 2 years old, so, and I'm not a character person at all, so that's one thing I'm having to get used to is characters and waiting in line for character and all that. So it's definitely a different park experience for us now. But it's worth it. The wait's worth it whenever you get to see your daughter interact. Like, she met Moana, and she met Mirabelle, and it was probably the coolest experiences of the whole entire trip, just seeing her eyes light up for that.
It is. I'm telling you what, because I talked about this on the Patreon show this morning, is that from two dads that are on the other side of this, Emily's at Michigan now, Mallory's getting ready to go to Mizzou next year. Dude, those are the pictures that you're going to look back on, and they're just going to melt your heart. So these are the best days. Like, you're living them right now. So and you get it. I mean, I can tell right now, you're like, it was the best. Like, I was telling you, man, it is like, I wish I could go back to that. Like, those were the best days. And so man, just absorb it. I wish I could. It's so good.
Cherishing every moment we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys, I don't want to take up any more of y'all's time. I just wanted to let y'all know the spot for the parade was an absolute success. And if you find a biker gang on scooters, that's definitely the spot to go.
They're friendly. They're a friendly bunch.
Very friendly. Very friendly.
We appreciate you calling in, and so glad you had a great trip. And thanks for making the show better by sharing all those great memories with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for everything you do, guys.
We appreciate you, man. Take care. We'll talk to you very soon.
All right. Bye.
See you later. Bye-bye. I love hearing that. That's great.
That was great.
And
I remember the call where because like the posting up, like I just love that.
I was gonna say, we need to normalize the term posting up, like at Walt Disney World. Like, where do you? That's their next ad campaign. Where do you like to post up around?
Where do you like to post up for the parades? A lot of people don't like to share where they like to post up for the parades. You know, like we're fine. We'll share. We're happy to share.
We do. I mean,
I remember I still love those guys. I remember our WDW Today guys were a little like, yeah, we're not going to give our best spots. We'll tell you like our secondary spots.
It's kind of like in Canada-ish kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. I think we have our next call. I love that we're getting a lot of calls tonight. Hey, who's joining us?
Hey, this is Justin from Plymouth, Mass. How you doing?
Justin up in Massachusetts. Doing great. Thanks for calling in. What's up?
Hey, man. So I see you guys on, and I'm like, I want to tell them about my recent visit where I stayed at the French Quarter with my wife. And it was the first time we stayed at French Quarter, and it was a great resort. Like, I just thought it was fantastic. The whole place was great.
Give me 3 reasons why, because again, at the top of the show, I was talking about I have Caribbean Beach. I could go to French Quarter for $300 cheaper for 5 nights. Can't decide.
All right, so look, beignets, man.
Well, beignets. Just stop. Why are you going right for the heart, right? I mean, dude, that's not fair.
And,
like, knock it off. Like that. That was cheating.
We started off with beignets. Like, I think our first morning. We got there late in the day, the first day. The first morning, we got some plain old beignets, right? And then we had them a few times throughout the week. But then the last night, we went to Scat Cat's Lounge, and it was late. We had been out to a dinner, had a couple of drinks, went back to Scat Cat, and I ordered a White Russian, and then I got the Halloween beignets. And if you haven't had their Halloween beignets,
I have not.
That was some next level stuff.
Well, I'll be there in January, so I doubt it'll be Halloween. Maybe it'll be New Year's beignets, but dude, they're donuts. Let's just call them what they are. They're basically just big Mickey donuts with powdered sugar. So
they're beignets. That's what they are.
I don't get either fried dough. Let's go. They're so good. Oh,
you don't even need to hear the other 2 reasons, then, do you?
I know, dude. Yeah, I mean, he had them. He had them like 3-5 times. It sounds like that's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. It sounds like So give us a couple. Is it size? I'm guessing that's one of the other things.
Yes, size matters, right? So in this case, that resort is so small, it's perfect. Like, we were staying out in Building 5. We had a water view room, and we were right near the pool, but we were far enough away from the pool that we couldn't hear any noise from the pool. Short walk to food, short walk to the bus stop. I mean, that resort size, and that's something, I've always wanted to say that we've been going to Disney since 2001. And we've been a ton of times. You actually booked a trip for us once. I actually did one of the shows with you. I did a Christmas show where my family had for my daughter's birthday on Christmas Eve. We all dressed up as elves over at the beach club. Nice. And you and I did a trip report a few years ago. But that resort was really cool. The size was fantastic.
And the thing is, too, you mentioned size, and I think that's why I'm so tempted for like marathon weekend, right? I'm running dopey. So, like, not chasing around Caribbean Beach, which is huge. And I'm in a preferred room, so that does help. So I'm closer to the center. But Caribbean Beach, though, that doesn't matter because, like, it's all about perspective. Like, if I want to go to Primo Piatto, it's a hike that way. If I want to go to Skyliner, it's a hike the opposite direction. If I want to go over to the food court at Caribbean Beach, like it, even if you're centrally located at Caribbean Beach with a preferred room, you're still going to be going all different directions. Where at French Quarter, it's just all condensed and there's one bus stop. So I think I'm switching. I don't know. I hate decisions like this, but yeah, I like it. And I will say, and I don't know if you agree with this, if this is your third point, but this is the other thing. At night, the atmosphere at French Quarter is undefeated. Like the lighting, the wrought iron, and the jazz music is undefeated.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
So you guys felt the same. You guys and the rooms are really nice too. I like the rooms.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? So here's something. So a couple of times, it was just my wife and I for this trip. And we're both in our early 50s now. We did Disney Springs a few times, right? So that was great. And access to Disney Springs is a huge plus. But here's what happened one night. We had gone back to the hotel after doing the morning at Hollywood Studios. We went to the pool and we decided, let's get a couple of drinks. So we had a few drinks at the bar. And man, when I walked from the main building to the pool, there was only one alligator in that little area. They have the alligators set up that are dancing with the band music.
Okay.
And throughout that day, I had a few drinks and they kept putting alligators in. I think they took them out to clean them. And I was like, am I having a stroke? Did I drink too many times today? Because there was only one alligator this morning and now there's two. And then later on there was four. So what's going on here?
Okay, well, there's all kinds of ways that story could have gone, because at first I thought you were talking about real alligators. Okay, so you had me scared, and then I know that you're talking about I know exactly the alligators you're talking about, the alligator band, like the one's playing the sax and the other one's playing like a banjo, and but if you had a few, that could be confusing. 100%. Like, where are all these alligators playing? Dixieland music coming from? Like, they should have cut me off. Like, what's going? Like, bartender, help me out. Barkeep, what help?
Yeah, and I'll tell you the other thing. The drinks were pretty good. I like a nice dirty martini, and they did it nice.
They're pouring them strong. You got the whole alligator band walking you back to your room.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, but so overall, I'll tell you, I think that Port Orleans is a great resort. I'm going to say this though. I've stayed at Riverside too. We did a few years ago. We did one of the Princess rooms at a Preferred at Riverside, and that's a great location too. I mean, that you're right near the main building. Right by the quiet pool. It was a good location.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons when I used to stay at Riverside, I would book a royal guest room just for the location. I mean, Mallory liked the Princess room. I booked it because it was a great spot, because you're just right across that bridge right there, and like either Oak Manor or Partier Place, one of those buildings was really nice.
100%.
Scott, you got questions? Any questions?
No, I mean, just like, sounds like it was a great trip at French Quarter. Did you do any part-time, Justin? Any other highlights from the trip?
Oh yeah, we did. We did a park every day. So we did Hollywood Studios a few times. We love to, you got a rope drop to hit Rise, because when we were there back in August, we off property and it was an hour wait to see Rise. But rope drop, you're right there. Yeah, it was a great time. It was just my wife and I. So this trip, a little bit more laid back. We did stuff in the morning, went back to the hotel, and then did stuff at night. I'll tell you, one of the big highlights was Disney Springs. We went to the boathouse for dinner, and I'll tell you, I had a great experience. So I ordered a dirty martini, and he said, "You want blue cheese olives?" I said, "Perfect." It took a few minutes. He said, "I apologize." When he came back, "I apologize that it took so long. I hand stuffed these olives for you."
Oh my God.
And I was like, "That's the deal right there, man. You got a hand stuffed olive. Like you talk about amping up my tip. That's the way to get it."
Right. I love that. I mean, Boathouse. I mean, that's the kind of service you get at the Boathouse for sure. Did you take the Sassagoula boats over? Is that how you got over there? Because I love that ride over from the French Quarter.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's how we did it. And so here's the thing. One night we had a dinner over at Flying Fish, and I said to my wife, "How are we going to get to Flying Fish? Like, it's just a nightmare." And I said, we're early. We got time. Let's go to the boathouse and get a drink. So we took the Sassagoula boat, went to the boathouse and had a drink, and then we took the bus to Boardwalk. And then we just did a minivan back. She was a little upset. She said she thought I was just going to order an Uber, and the minivan pulled up. And I said, "I'm going to go in style if I'm going to go."
See, look at
Justin, you are my guy. I like
this.
Yes,
I like that.
Yeah, but it was a great way to get, like I was saying, if you're staying at Saratoga or any of those resorts, to get to somewhere else, like Disney Springs was a fair way to do it, right? You go down, like get a drink. We did one night over at Jock Lindsay's. That was a good time. It was. I'll tell you. So when we were there a few weeks ago, was when the Red Sox were in the series against the Yankees. So I spent a few nights at the bar at the Boathouse watching the game, watching my Red Sox lose.
It's all right.
I mean, my Tigers lost too, so I feel your pain. So
yeah.
What happened?
But,
we had a really good time. The parks were fun. We did a little bit of food and wine. That was great. We got to see Tiffany perform. So
cool.
That was pretty fantastic.
Blast from the past. Is she saying, "I think we're alone now"?
Oh yeah. She did
go.
the dance moves and everything too. That little twitch she did with her shoulders. It was pretty great.
That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's great. So were the crowds manageable? Because you guys go down a lot, so you kind of know what's going on, but the crowds were okay. Like by the way, Jock Lindsay's another place like Abracadabra. Like it's been there, but we never talk about it. Like,
I was going to ask about that because aren't they doing isn't there like a Halloween overlay right now? Like, how was that?
Yeah, they did. They had a Halloween overlay, so it was all decorated inside. We actually, we got there. You can't do reservations. We waited in line. It was like 10 minutes in line. We sat out back on the patio, which was, fans everywhere, so that was great. And we ordered from the Halloween menu, so they had like they had pot stickers, but they were little ghosts on these things. So the pot sticker was just covered with a ghost sheet that you would eat. Yeah, it was pretty good. We had a couple of drinks. We just sucked up the atmosphere in there for a little bit. We always like it. We're actually going back again in December. We're planning on hitting it for the Christmas overlay too.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do a Christmas overlay there. Now I have seen the Christmas overlay there, and that is pretty cool. Scott, were you there with me that night? We had the table in the bubble in the bell.
Yeah, we did that after a Give Kids the World.
And it was
we
like
volunteered in September, like us,
so
Beth,
hot
and the
in there.
Shine Colds. Like it was smoking. It was just steamy. This is the best way I can describe
so
it.
hot
No air circulation.
They put us in. There's like a table that's inside like a diving bell inside of Jock Lindsay's, and we all got in that. They put us in that thing. All I remember from that is how hot it was in that thing. I was like, they're trying to kill us in this thing. It was so smoking hot in that thing.
What was funny, I think we were at Splitsville before that, and we were all like crammed, jam-packed into like a small table at Splitsville, and then we went over there. We're just a big happy family that night.
Yeah, we go. Oh man, it was hot. Yeah, man, you guys did it great. It sounds like you guys had a good time though.
We did
good couple.
We went to Beacon Barrel too.
Oh, nice.
That was really great. So because you never know, are you going to stand or sit? And luckily, we got to sit. So we went. If you go in, they take you around. We're in like the captain's quarters. So we had a table in the corner off to the side, not in the main room. And it was just these two great like leather chairs that we sat in, my wife and I. And I'll tell you, they weren't strict on the timeline because we were ordering. We had a couple of drinks. I think we each had 2 drinks, and we ordered every appetizer. So we ordered like the chips and dip, which was fantastic. They had that Chipotle corn cake, and then we had the Kraken's Catch. And I'll tell you guys, I'm not huge on seafood, right? I live in a place that has great seafood. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. My wife, who loves seafood, didn't love it like I did, but it was really cool. Beacon Barrel was fun. Great way to decompress in the middle of a park day.
So have you been to Oga's before?
Yep. We went to Oga's this trip too. Yeah, but we went to Oga's, and for the first time we were able to sit down because we booked a 9:55 reservation.
Nice. Oh, let me ask you this: have you been to Geo 82?
No, we didn't. So we had it booked for our trip in August, and then we decided we weren't going to do it. So my wife was like, "I don't really want to do it." So we said, "Okay." But I want to get it for when we go next year. Yeah,
I'm just wondering how people are kind of comparing the 3, because I think this is kind of like what we're going to get in all the theme parks, and I wonder, once things kind of like once Beacon Barrel kind of settles, like where people are going to fall, and maybe we don't even need to rank them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just like we have 3 nice lounges that fit each theme park, and that's a cool place to hang out because. Oga's has been around now for quite a while, over 5 years, but I still think it kind of stands up. Maybe they could, spice up the menu or something, but I think the atmosphere is pretty cool. But I mean, obviously 5 years later, they've learned, and Beacon Barrel is probably a little nicer, but I don't know. I mean, and the thing is, like, when they announced Beacon Barrel, I was worried people weren't going to be able to get in there, but it seems like all of our listeners are getting in there. But then again, I think it skews that our listeners know how to get in there, get the reservations. Like, maybe the general public isn't getting in as much, but like our listeners tend to be the type of people who are on right at the right time to get the reservations, possibly.
For sure. No, I think that's true. Like my daughter is going with my mom and stepdad in December for a trip, and she just got them Beacon Barrel. But, you got to be on it at 6, and you got to know you got to be there. I will say, so when it comes to that themed bar scene, I still think Trader Sam's is the top.
Hey, it's a good point.
That place is still number 1. Oga's is cool. I'm a huge Star Wars guy, so I love Oga's. But Beacon Barrel, I would do Beacon Barrel again. It was kind of pricey though. Like for drinks and a couple appetizers, we spent what we would spend on an expensive dinner at home. Like it was, I said to my wife, like we could have had a really nice dinner on the waterfront downtown here.
So now, Scott, are you guys planning on going to Beacon Barrel on this trip, or what? Like I wonder, like where this falls in. Is it like a special occasion? You do it like once every 5 trips? Like, is it some people do every trip? Like, I'm wondering where Beacon Barrel and Geo 82, because I think it's the same thing. It's expensive. Like, where do these places fall in?
It wasn't on my radar, but I have really good friends. I have really nice friends, and Wade made a reservation for 6 people. He got one for 6 people, which I think I see a lot of them made for like 2 people. So I'm on his reservation, so yeah, I'm gonna go to Beacon Barrel, and I'm on a GO82 on Thursday with Jared and Stacy. So I'm gonna try both of them, which I'm really excited to do.
Yeah, and I think you'll love them. I mean, that's totally like your kind of place because you like your.
Yeah, I remember you went to GO82 like right when it opened, kind of, and like
Yeah,
you FaceTimed me from there. Actually, I remember now,
and I loved it. I mean, but I mean, I feel bad though because like I can't appreciate. Like I loved my old fashioned. Like it was smooth, it was super tasty, but I can't taste the difference between like a different liquor from the other liquors. Like I just know it tasted super good, and it was like, but it was really expensive. But I like
it really good. That's all that matters.
Exactly. But I mean, like, I was next to Ben and he knew like this was aged like, 20 years or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Ben knows.
I don't know if it was,
like,
I don't know if it was 2 months old or 20 years old. I can't tell the difference if it's dry or wet or whatever, but it was tasty. But yeah, I just think that it's cool to have those places.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you had a good trip though, Justin. This is really interesting how, with a couple's trip, you got to have so many great experiences.
Yeah. We just wanted like this, I think this was our third trip this year. Twice with family, and then this one was just us. We just focused on, what do we want to do and what do we not want to do? Like we knew going in, like we weren't in for all the rides on certain things. Like I've been twice already this year. So it was just about the two of us just hanging out, doing what we felt like doing. If we wanted to pivot and go to the pool, we did that. If we wanted to go to Disney Springs for dinner, we did that. So it was just kind of a more laid back trip this time.
Those are the best trips though. Honestly, when you go too hard, you're just exhausted, and by the end of the trip, you're just like, man, beat.
Yep, agree.
All right, well, Justin, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it, and don't be a stranger.
All right, guys, have a great night.
All right, you too. Good talking to you.
We'll see you.
All right.
All right, well, I think we might be able to squeeze in one more call. Let's see. It'd have to be a quick one. 407-584-7173. It'd have to be
They've been rapid fire, so I'm sure one will be coming in anytime.
I know they have been. That's what I'm thinking. So let's see. Oh, hang on. If we get it in the next 30 seconds. 407-58. What we do? We got it real quick.
So there it is. Bam.
Last caller, and hit this, and got 5 minutes left in the show. We got one more call. Hey, who's joining us?
This is Shelly from Rhode Island.
Shelly from Rhode Island. We're big on the East Coast and the Northeast in New England tonight. What's going on?
I'll be quick because I know it's almost 8 o'clock.
Take your time.
I'm really excited. Going down
You're
to
good, Shelly. You're good.
Race.
You're good. Let's talk. What do you got? We don't want to rush you. We're good.
Oh, okay. I'm going down for my first Run Disney race and my first solo trip. So I was wondering if you had any tips for solo people.
Oh my gosh! Now we
got. You do this all the time.
Hey, now we got to go an hour. What are you doing? Now we got to go till 10 o'clock. Go ahead, Scott.
Well, I'm nervous that I'm gonna get like a little lonely. So I was wondering. I know you guys go down and do this all the time, so I thought I'd give you a call and get some expert tips from you guys.
I'll give you some tips about the solo Run Disney thing, but let Scott kind of take the lead here on like first time Run Disney stuff. Cause
because Mike does a little more solo than I do, but yeah, for first time Run Disney, I mean, you're just trying not to get overwhelmed. I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff. Just like, you're just gonna be like, wow, this is cool. Like, I didn't know like they did this, but is it for Wine Dine, Shelly? Is that what you're coming down for? Like what's coming up?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to be down there. So maybe we'll bump into it.
I'm just doing the 5K.
That's good. That's a perfect start. That is the perfect start. Yeah.
So you'll have to go to the expo on Thursday then, because that race is on Friday. So if you're staying on property, which I'm guessing that you are, all the resorts have a bus that will take you to the expo. So that's an important thing to know. So if you're not renting a car or you didn't drive, you can take a bus from your resort to the Wide World of Sports, and they will take you to the expo, which is like really, really convenient. So it's just like how you would go to a park. It'll be really clearly marked too, like your resort. There'll be signs all over the lobby saying like, this is the time that you need to be here for the race, or this is where your bus will pick up for the race. This is where your bus will pick up for the expo.
I'm staying at Pop.
Are you staying at Pop? Oh, that's the runners. That's where all the runners stay. So you will not be alone for sure. Right, Mike?
One tip of what Scott's saying. So there's going to be like a sandwich board right in the lobby it'll say Run Disney on it. It'll have like all the times like for the buses and stuff. Take a picture of that thing. So you just have it on your phone because it'll have all the pertinent information. just so you have it convenient, just so you'll know like what time the buses will start running on Friday morning, and like what time the food court will open if you want to get something for breakfast, or because I have like little grab and go bags, like with a banana or like a bagel, like it'll have all the pertinent information. So just take a snapshot of that and just have it on your phone. There'll be like a little sandwich board in the lobby as you go towards the buses. I always do that first thing.
Oh, thanks. That's a great tip.
Go ahead, Scott. Though.
Yeah, that is a great tip. And I would just say the expo can be tricky. It can be a little overwhelming, especially if it's your first time going. I will say most people go on that first day, and you have to go on that first day because your first race is that next day, that Friday. So it will be a little busy if you take that first bus, if you go early in the day, the crowds are going to be a little bit bigger because people want to get that specific merchandise. Like there'll be like Wine and Dine 5K I did it shirts, or like really specific to the races. And if that's something that you want, I'd recommend trying to go a little bit earlier in the day. Or if you're just there to like check it out, like get your bib, take your time with it, maybe go a little bit later in the afternoon is kind of what I would recommend. But definitely make sure you go that day so that you get your bib. But there'll be people directing you all over the place, Shelly. So like I know it can be a little overwhelming, can be a little nervous sometimes, but there's going to be cast members everywhere telling you where you need to go to get this, where you need to go to get that. It's really well organized, I will say, and they will make sure that you're in the right spot at the right time to make sure you get your bib and your t-shirts and everything that you need. And then then from there,
go ahead.
I'm
probably gonna head down a little bit later because I'm flying in that morning.
Oh, me too.
At in like 9.
Yeah, that's about the time. Maybe I'll see you in Orlando. Maybe I'll see you at the airport. Like, are you coming from Detroit? Like,
maybe. No, I'm coming from Providence.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, Rhode Island. That makes sense. Yes. But yeah. So yeah, I think going later in the day is totally fine, and I think all the races are really important. But I know that a lot of people go for like the challenge merchandise first. So if you want to get some 5K merchandise, I have a good feeling that it'll still be sticking around later in the day too. So I would highly recommend, especially as your first one. Mike may have said even at the top of the show, like, oh, sometimes I don't buy all the merchandise. I've done a lot of these races, but when it's your first one,
100%.
I really do highly recommend getting some kind of like I did it shirt or something like that, because it's just a great way the medal is cool, but it's another great way to just like remember this awesome achievement that you're about to make on Friday.
Conversation starter when you get back home. Wear that to your around on your next training run when you get back to Rhode Island, or to the gym when you go back and hit the treadmill in December. Somebody can strike up a conversation. You can tell them about the fun time you had at Wine and Dine. It's a good conversation starter. The shirt.
Another quick solo first run Disney thing: set like 4 alarms on your phone the night before.
At least.
Yeah, I'm worried about that part.
Yeah,
I'm worried about getting up at like,
because sometimes you have like a buddy, right? That might, like me and Mike sometimes will be down there at the same time. So if we'll text each other in the morning, hey, are you awake? Just so that we can just get the confirmation that we're both awake and good to go, get on a bus. So that's why it's good to like sometimes have that partner or somebody. Maybe someone back home in Rhode Island can message you. I don't know if they want to be up at like 2:30, 3 in the morning, but like sometimes it's just good to have that backup plan in case if you do sleep through your alarms, which you won't do. You're going to be too excited.
I might just stay up all night.
No, don't do that. Well, I gotta have sleep. You can always get the wake up call and set your phone alarm. That's a backup. So because you get the wake up call in the room, so that's a backup to your phone. So that's 2 things. A third thing would make me feel better, but that's 2.
I think you're going to be fine. I really do think you're going to be fine.
And you probably won't sleep. I never sleep. I've done these races a bajillion times, and I still don't sleep the night before. So, and like I'll do 4 in a row over a marathon. I still won't sleep any of them.
And I know we just really focused on the Run Disney part here, not really like the solo, what do you do in the parks and things like that. That's probably more Mike's forte than mine. But I will say, you wake up, you get dressed, you get ready for your big 5K day. You'll get near the bus stop and you just follow the people. Like, especially at Pop Century, there are going to be so many runners, and you just follow the herd, right? You're just going to follow them to the bus stop. You might have to wait for a bus sometimes because I know Pop Century just has so many people, but don't worry if you don't get on the bus that's right there. There's going to be another one that's zipping right up to the next in line, and then you'll get on the next bus. And then once you get off the bus, just follow the people. Like they all know where they're going to go to. There's going to be cast members and like volunteers kind of directing you on where to go to the holding area and how to get to the corrals. But basically, just kind of follow the people. But I just got to give a shout out for the Be Our Guest Lizards. We always meet up in the holding area. We meet up by I think it's the baby care center is like kind of like where it is. You'll see us all in our yellow shirts and all that. We will love for you, Shelly, to join us and take a picture of us. And we'd be more than happy to walk you to the corrals. I'll be more than happy to walk you to the corrals just to make sure you're comfortable and be ready to crush that 5K.
Yes. You can't miss our like lime green shirts. Just look for the group in the shirts. It's right there as you come into the main area. So real quick, couple things. Billy says, don't forget to, in every room at Pop, they have the Amazon Echo device. And so you can just tell that to set an alarm. So that's a backup alarm there. I'm not going to say the A word because I have stupidly one here in the studio, which is the worst idea ever to put one in where I'm doing a podcast. But so you could tell that to set an alarm. So that's kind of the third thing. Thank you, Billy, for that reminder. I totally forgot about that. So you could just say, hey, Disney, and it'll set it. Okay, a couple of real quick things about touring solo over race weekend that I do, because I do this at Disneyland. I do this over Dopey. I've done this a bunch of times. One is, and I don't know how you're into social media, but I do share the trip a lot over social media because that is my opportunity just to like share with people, because I get people commenting on, what's happening, because, I'm riding rides by myself and so forth. I also do a lot of photography during this time, because you get so much done when you're solo, because you can go wherever, like you're not on a schedule. You can just do what you want because you don't have to be doing anything with anybody. And so I'll go see Carousel of Progress. I'll go ride the People Mover. I'll get my snacks but you have a lot of time in between all these things because you're just going from one thing to the next without having to worry about anybody else. So I take a ton of pictures, I try to get creative, like with, my medals in like, with like Space Mountain behind them, or like an ice cream cone with my medal, or, like Scott does his beignets with his medals when he's staying at French Quarter. So he kind of remembers, okay, this was a Wine and Dine, or this was a marathon weekend. I stayed at French Quarter because
that's a really cool idea. I like that idea.
It's when you're solo, you have time to kind of get creative and but keep your medal with you all the time and like use that, because the medal, it's not like you're trying to show off your medal, but it's like that'll signify that trip, right? It'll be like, this was my first Wine and Dine trip. And it'll say, that's just it. You can like use like portrait mode, and sometimes it'll blur the background a little bit. Like I play around with the settings on my, because like when I'm at home, I never have time to do that stuff. Like I'm too busy. But when I'm on a solo Disney trip, I have time to I like photography. I just never have time to do it. But it's fun on a solo trip. Go ahead,
yeah,
Scott.
and if you're going to Epcot, I would highly recommend going to the China Pavilion, right? Because that medal is like Mulan, like Mishu. I think it'd be really cool to like get like the backdrop, with your medal like hanging right there. Like I think you'd do a great photo shoot in the China Pavilion. That's something I try to do with my medals too, if it's tied. I've done that with Dopey, right? Like when you get off Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you have the cottage back there. So I've done like photo shoots of my Dopey medal with the cottage behind me. I just try to get like unique things that are tied to the medal that are in the theme parks too. So I'll definitely be doing that with my 5K medal as well.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. And I just want to thank you too, because I listen to you all the time when I'm driving to work, and you guys just make my day, many days.
You just made my day.
You.
The fact that people listen to us like on the way to work, like radio, that cracks me up, because that's like my dream. Like I was a school teacher, and I'm like, God, if I could just work in radio, it'd be the coolest thing ever. And people do like take us on their commutes. That is the coolest thing ever. So thanks for doing that. Also, one other thing that Justin mentioned, you're staying at Pop, and I know you don't know this, but Myra, you're going to get to meet her when you get on the bus to go over to the race on that 5K morning. You don't know who Myra is, but she's the awesome greeter at Pop Century, and people stay at Pop Century just to have her give you a high five to pump you up getting on the bus at Pop Century. She is awesome. You will meet her, and she will get you so jazzed to get ready for your race at 3:00 in the morning. And it could be cold, could be windy, could be wet. Let's hope it's not. Let's hope it's beautiful. But she'll have on her little glow gloves with her fingers that are blinking. And nobody should be this happy at 3:00 in the morning. I'm usually like, I just want to be asleep. Like I want to run the race, but it's 3:00 in the morning. Like I should be sleeping. But she's all chipper and just awesome. So you'll get, but the thing you're gonna love, and I know we got to go, but you get over there. And like the atmosphere is incredible. Like when you're in the corrals, it's just, you just want to soak it all up. Like And that's why we've been doing this now. Like Scott and I, and so many of us are listening to the show. We've been doing this for, over a decade. It's just, it's hard to get this stuff in your real life, like the feeling of people cheering you on and the fireworks when the race starts. I mean, you're a part of something big. I mean, that's why I do it, Scott. I mean, we're closing the show out, but I mean, is that not what brings you back? I mean, you get something you just don't get in the real world very often.
Yep. I mean, Mike nailed it there. The other thing I get too, and Shelly, you're not there yet, but you might be after this weekend, is the people that you meet. And I was just going to say, I don't know if you are part of the Be Our Guest podcast Lizards or not, but we're a great group. And there's so many of them that are traveling solo this weekend that just meet up and have meals together. They do park touring together. And you are everyone is so accommodating. You are more than welcome. Any of us, if you see us in the parks, we would love to have you join us. And like now we just have incredible friendships from these Run Disney events. And I have a feeling if you enjoy this, you're going to be part of that too in the future.
I hope so.
Oh, cool. I'll check that out.
All right. Hey, when you get back, give us a call. The next couple of weeks. Let us know how it goes. We want to hear about that fight. Now, if you break the tape,
okay,
I'll be looking for you on Instagram. So
go win the 5K now.
You have a good one.
Right,
safe travels down. Have fun.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
See you, Shelly. Thanks for the call.
Bye.
All right. Good stuff. That was a great last call. I'm glad we got that one in.
Absolutely.
All right, Scotty G.
It was timely.
It was perfectly timely. So you ready to run 5, 10 and a half?
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. But we'll just see how it goes. One step at a time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just a lot of steps. But
I always say that it's all about the mental toughness. I preach the mental toughness, and now I gotta just do it. I gotta live what I say. So
do you wish the half was still at night?
I 100% wish the half was at night.
So do I, dude. I'd be there.
It was so much better when it was at night.
I know it rained a few times, but it was
it was so unique, man. It was so good. And then that just went right into the after party right after that. Yep. They handed you like a wine or a beer right afterwards, and then you got to have food and wine booths open to you. It was so cool.
I do remember my first couple though. Like, I know we got to go, but like this was before I met you. I ran them with Adam.
Adam. Yeah.
And dude, we finished and like your like checked bag was back in that World Show place at Epcot. So like back in that bubble behind Canada and UK. And you had to go through there to pick up your stuff, dude. And it was so hot that like the one night people were passed out. Like there were medics in there because people were just passing out. And the same thing happened the one time they had it like, was that Wine Dine? It was
that was the Tower of Terror. Like
where you had to go down the steps at Indiana Jones. People were going down the steps to get their stuff at Indiana Jones. I was like, dude, this is bad. Why? Because who thought the idea of going down all those steps to pick up your stuff after running?
That was bad. That was bad thinking.
It was 13K, I think. I don't think it was 13 miles, but it was still too far to be going down steps. And it was hot. Yeah. Anyway,
I missed the night races though.
They were fun. I love those night races. And we got to run through the Osborne lights. Oh, that was so good.
So good.
Anyway, all right. Well, hey, everybody have a good time. Wish I was gonna be there, but I'll be watching, and we'll have a live show next Sunday night. So I know everybody will be at the party having a good time, but you guys give me a call from the party or wherever you are from Walt Disney World. We'll be on the air 7 to 8 Eastern. And if you're at home, give me a call. I'll be flying solo. Scott will be down having a good time. Did you get a ticket yet? I know you got some promised.
So I have a ticket. Yes. I'm trying to get Liz a ticket. Yes. So still working on it. I have some deals in the works.
I'll probably wheeling a deal and you'll get, it's not a problem. You'll be there. All right. Don't forget today's show brought to you in all of our shows by the Magic for Less Travel will help you get to your next Disney destination and have a great time. Maybe you'll even run 13.1 miles on the next trip. Who knows? Just check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. The best part, no additional cost to use our services. Again, check them out today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys keep the show on the air. We cannot thank you enough for that. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/ Be Our Guest Podcast. Give us a follow on the social media at Be Our Guest Mike is where you'll find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. Scott is at Epscott, EPSCOT. So make sure you're following for all the adventures this weekend down at Walt Disney World. But speaking of adventures, must-see adventures is where you need to head over on YouTube. Scott, what's happening over on the channel? Because I know you're down at Walt Disney World, but anything coming out before you head down south?
Yeah, it's going to be our last day on the Disney Wish from earlier this year. So speaking of running, I'm gonna show you what the Castaway Key 5K looks like.
Nice.
You know, the run through the jungle. So
That's the truth.
that is the truth. So
If you know, you know.
yeah, so I'm gonna post that on Wednesday, so right before this drops on the replay. And then yeah, so you'll see that we're gonna have a cabana. It was our first time having a cabana on Castaway Key, so you see what the cabana life is like. And our last meal, so it's just a wrap up on the day. It's funny, Mike. Like I was gonna throw our travel, like going home day on it too, because like it's not much video for that. But this video was already like over an hour. And I was like, I can't add like another 15-20 minutes of like a travel day on top of that. So the next episode after that is going to be really short. Sorry guys, but I didn't want to like have like an hour and a half video, That's just kind of that's a full movie right there.
Basically. At that point you get put in for Oscar nomination.
Exactly. But yeah, I'll be down. I'll be recording this weekend. I think that's what I'm going to do when I come back. Like I really want to do our Be Our Guest podcast cruise footage next, but since the Wine Dine is so fresh and I'm just ending a series right now, I think I'm going to do that after that. Then I'll go to the podcast cruise. So I'll be recording when I'm down there. So check it out.
All right. Like and subscribe. Must See Adventures. Hit it today and take it for the ride down to Walt Disney World if you're headed down this weekend. All right. Also, we'll have the live show again Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Give me a call because I'll be flying solo and 24/7, 365. We have a great time over in the clubhouse. It's our Discord server. It's like message board / live chat. It's so much fun. It's free for everybody. We need you over there. We have a blast. Come on over, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. All right. Jumping out of here. We'll have great shows for you this week. Oh, one other thing I wanted to let you know. We're going to have a special show on Wednesday night that's going to be on October 29th. We're not going to have a Trip Report live recording that night. What we're going to do is have a Halloween open line. It's going to be for your Halloween stories from when you were a kid. And that show is going to come out on Halloween on that Friday on the feed. So a special Halloween show coming your way on the 31st. But we need your calls on the 29th on that Wednesday night. The show is going to be from 6 to 7 Central, 7 to 8 Eastern. Call in with your favorite story from when you were a kid, like maybe your favorite Halloween costume. I was Kiss one time. I was the Kiss guy. Gene Simmons, is that the guy? My kindergarten.
Well, we lost the Kiss member this week. Ace Frehley passed away.
Yeah, Ace Frehley, but it wasn't him. I was the main guy. But it was kindergarten, dude. I didn't even know who Kiss was. I don't think. But my mom painted my face like Kiss. I have in that the little plastic smock. I didn't get to pick. I don't think. But mom just made me be Kiss. So. But that's kind of stories we're looking for. It won't be like probably a Disney. Everything doesn't have to be Disney for the Friday show. We're just gonna have fun. It's Halloween days, but we need the calls on Wednesday. So we have a show for Friday, and the show that we record, in our normal Friday slot will come out on Monday. So we're just gonna flip the shows around there that week, but because of the holiday. So make your plans. Wednesday 29th. I need you to be with me so you can, Scotty, if you're home, you could be a part of this or not.
I thought it was going to be this next Wednesday, which I'll be like getting ready for a flight. But yeah, I should be here. Yeah.
29th will be fun. So yes. So just make your plans. Give us a call. Think about like when you were a kid, like maybe go like a story about going trick-or-treating or, a costume or a party or something like that. We'll have a good time with that. Just kind of talking about Halloween there. All right. So we're jumping out of here. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Yeah, somebody canceled for the 29th. So I thought,
oh no.
Yeah, they canceled.
That works. That's a good alternative.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I forgot I was gonna tell you something in the pre-show.
What?
So I know you used to watch this show. So we're just kind of bored some nights trying to find stuff to watch, And so we started watching Amazing Race. Okay, because Prime, our Paramount Plus has them all. So I started with season 5, and because the Google told me that was a good one to start with. It's like one of the best ever. It said, oh my god, that show was kind of crazy, man. It's nuts.
Well, who's on that one? Because
So Chip and Kim won it. Do you remember them?
Oh, yeah, totally.
But like this Colin guy was like insane. Do you remember him?
Colin, yeah, but he came back and won like 20 years later.
Yeah,
and he was super chill.
Yeah,
super
but he was intense, man. He was insane.
nuts. He almost got arrested on that one.
Oh well, yeah, because he wouldn't pay like the full like.
Dude,
that's what I'm saying. It was entertaining as heck, but
he's like, dude, I'm getting arrested.
Yeah,
that's one of the best seasons because it's always on Pluto TV.
Yes, it was. That's I think Google was right when it said to start with that one because it said it was a really good season. Yeah,
it's Colin and Kelly or Colin and
I can't remember her name. No,
Colin
but yeah,
but
but that dude was so competitive. Like he was but he was. Hopefully he calmed down because like I was like worried. I was worried, man.
Super zen, but no, because he has that. He was in the field with that, like he's dragging.
Oh, my ox is broken.
My ox is broken.
I was dying. Yeah. But then I started the next season. There's like a guy I swear is trying to be like him. He's like abusive. He's insane.
I know who you're talking. Is it the guy that threw the bag down at the pit stop and Phil had to like?
I might not have seen that part. Yeah, but he is unbelievably like awful. Okay,
is he like a kind of like a rich white guy like from Miami, kind of like a broker?
Kind of, yes, yeah.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that guy, I couldn't even hardly watch the season.
Yeah, it's rough to watch.
It really even aired that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I know. Like, how did they air it?
He was abusive. Yeah, he was abusive.
Well, he's been like he hit his like girl like on TV, like on the like what the heck is going on? Like, I can't believe the producers like kept some of that stuff.
I agree. So when there is a pit stop though where like he's so bad, like he slams like something down at the pit stop and like she runs away and like Phil's like, dude, you got to go get your wife. Like,
no, I did see that. Yeah,
look at the Arc de Triomphe or whatever.
Yeah, because he's like, I think you should go talk. He's like, I think you should go talk to.
Oh my gosh, like this is crazy. Like they should eliminate him and like they need to.
I know. I thought Phil was gonna be like, you. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna eliminate you right now. That would have been amazing.
I wouldn't even trust him like to like leave together. Like
I know.
Like you're like liable. Yeah, it was so awkward. Like I couldn't even almost watch the season.
Yeah, that guy is so bad. But like, don't spoil me. But I hope they do not win that season. My gosh,
I won't. But yeah, I almost couldn't watch that season. It was terrible.
But then the Google told me the next season is like another good one. 7 is a really good one. So I'm trying to rush through this one so I can watch 7.
Is that the next one with Chip and Kim? I'm trying to think.
I don't know. They said I think a Big Brother person is on 7. Maybe I don't know. So.
Maybe
I don't know. I'll let you know when I start.
Good seasons, man. Right in there. Oh man, that was like prime Amazing Race.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun because I didn't watch it back then, so it's kind of like, oh, this is new to me, you know.
No, dude, because like they did because like they back then
they went to some cool places back then too.
Did because they'd always be like in Africa and like Southeast Asia where it was like hard travel, and they showed a lot of the airport stuff. Like they never show the airport stuff anymore.
They don't show the airport. I know we watched some of the newer ones. Like you never see the airport stuff anymore.
And back then, dude, they would let them get like 36 hours apart. You know what I'm saying? Like they never get apart anymore. Dude, they would get like days apart. Some of those people. I'm like,
it's crazy. God. Yeah. See, that makes I like that. I would like that. Yeah. Those, now they just try to like make it too close.
Yeah. Now it's just like almost just the competition.
Okay. But I'm glad like it's funny. Like so Colin is kind of a legend because like I mean he was like insane, man, but like I kind of like rooted for him in a way, but I didn't want to.
Well, have you seen the season he won?
No, I have not.
Okay. Because he came back in an all-star season just recently, like in the last like probably 5 or 6 years, and they won. But he became like super zen, like the whole season.
That's good. Like, that's good because he needed it.
Like when he got stressed, he'd just be like, and it was just so crazy to see that because
he matured.
He was the craziest guy. Like dude,
he was so crazy.
Because the whole thing, right? They would always show like, you know, he would get frustrated and they'd flash back to like him getting arrested, or he would get frustrated, they'd flash back to that ox.
Yeah.
Because I think they did the ox challenge in that all-star season just to
get out.
Yes.
That's funny.
It was something very similar because they're just trying to set him up.
Oh, that's hilarious. Like, my ox is broken.
He's like, they're doing this on purpose, man, and I'm not gonna go there. He's like, they're trying to get me. He's like, I'm not going there. He's like, they're doing this on purpose. We're not gonna find this thing in this mud, but I'm not going there.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna edit this thing. So Pam's here tomorrow. So when are you getting back? You're not gonna be back until when?
I come back Monday. evening, kind of.
Okay, so you won't be there. Pam won't be there, so I guess I'll do it with Ricky a week from Monday.
Unless you want to do it that Tuesday. Unless you want to do it that Tuesday. I know. It's
I might
risky,
have
but-
to. I'll see because Pam's gonna be gone for like 4 weeks.
I
in a
know
row.
she's gonna be gone for a while. She said, didn't she?
So can you do them after that though?
I mean, I should be. I
Okay,
don't see
cool.
why, but
All right, let's plan on that at least.
if you need me that Tuesday, I can do it. But
Okay, we might.
because when we fly, like we've land kind of okay, but we're gonna take Emily out for her birthday because we're
I
missing
got
it.
you. No,
so,
do that.
yeah.
I might just do those Monday night with Ricky if she can, but if not, we'll do Tuesday. I'll let you know. I'll see.
Okay, sounds good.
Arthur. All right, we'll see. All right.
All right, have a good night. I'm sure I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I will.
All
I'll
right,
see you.
See you. Bye, everyone.
See you.